Did a Dinosaur Drink This Water? By Robert E. Wells. Every living thing needs water. Without it, flowers and apple trees will never grow. Fish live in water, ducks swim on top of water, and people need to drink it every day. Water dissolves minerals and food substances or nutrients and carries them inside living things. When you water an apple tree, the water dissolves minerals in the soil. The water-mineral mix is absorbed by the roots and drawn up through the tree trunk to the leaves. Then the leaves, using water, air, and the sun's energy, produce nutrients for the apples. When you eat an apple, the nutrients are digested in your body, which is made mostly of water. Then your blood, which is also mostly water, carries the nutrients to every part of your body, giving you energy for everything you do. Water comes in 3 forms: solid, liquid, and gas. When it's liquid, it pours. When it's solid, it's ice. When it's heated, it evaporates and changes into water vapor, an invisible gas. On a warm day, there's nothing more refreshing than a glass of ice-cold water. But the water we drink every day isn't new. It's been recycled, not just once, but thousands of times. The water we drink today is made up of the same tiny particles called molecules that have been on Earth for billions of years. Some of those molecules may have been in a water hole that a dinosaur drank from 150 million years ago. How can this be? It's because water is constantly renewed and cleaned by a big recycling system, Earth's water cycle. If you pour a glass of water into a stream, it mixes with the stream and keeps on flowing. As the stream flows down the mountain, some of the impurities that are always in stream water are filtered out, as the water passes over and through rocks, pebbles, and plants. Flowing streams are one of nature's ways of cleaning water as it moves through the water cycle. If you keep following the stream, you'll discover it flows into a river and mixes with river water. Often small rivers flow into big rivers. Sooner or later, the bigger river flows into the ocean. Ocean water and river water are not the same. River water is fresh water, and ocean water has lots of salt. Even so, the waters mix and the river water becomes part of the ocean. But that is not the end of the story. Water doesn't stay in the ocean. The sun heats the water on the surface of the ocean, and the water turns into a gas form, water vapor. Aided by the wind, the water vapor rises into the air. When it meets colder air, the vapor condenses or goes back into liquid form. It changes into billions of tiny water droplets we see as clouds. The water in the clouds is fresh because as ocean water evaporates, it leaves the salt and other impurities behind. Evaporation is one of nature's best water cleaners. Now the wind blows some of the clouds over land, and when the water droplets build up and grow heavy, they fall as rain or snow if the air is cold. Some of the rain and snow falls right back into the streams, rivers, and the ocean. But not all of it, at least not for a while. Some of the water seeps underground and stays near the surface. Some water may sink deeper into the ground and collect in rock areas called aquifers. Water may remain stored underground for hundreds of years. Some snow falls on high mountains where it's always below freezing. As the snow builds up, its great weight compresses into solid ice, forming glaciers. Some snow falls into the north and south poles where it's very cold, and it becomes part of polar ice. Icebergs are chunks of polar ice floating in the ocean. Water may stay frozen in glaciers and polar ice for thousands of years. Most of Earth's fresh water is frozen in polar ice in glaciers or stored under the ground. Eventually, most of the underground water seeps out into rivers, lakes, and the ocean. Polar ice and glaciers melt and become part of ocean water. Ocean water evaporates, and the cycle repeats over and over and over again. Earth's oceans are huge. They cover about 70% of the Earth's surface and contain about 97% of Earth's water. All water evaporates, but oceans are so big, they play the biggest part in Earth's water cycle. The ocean is also a home or habitat for sea plants, fish, and creatures like crabs and octopuses. All of these need salt water to live. Millions of people depend on fish and other sea life for food every day. Streams, rivers, and lakes are freshwater. They provide habitats for living things that need fresh water: plants and trees, birds, insects, and animals. The fresh water in lakes and rivers is used by people for drinking, washing, cooking, and growing food. We sail on it, swim in it, and fish in it. Lake and river water can even make the lights in your house go on. Some rivers have dams. A dam is a huge wall that controls the flow of the river. The water that is held back collects in the lake or reservoir behind the dam. When the reservoir water is released and flows through the dam, it creates energy to make electricity. Electricity made with flowing water is called hydroelectricity. Reservoir water flows through the big pipes inside the dam. The tremendous force of the flowing water spins the blades on the water turbines, which are connected to generators. Then the water flows back into the river. Usually a dam has many generators. Together they supply electricity to nearby farms, towns, and cities. We cannot survive on Earth without water, so we must take care of it. Yet water pollution is a problem all over the world. Toxic chemicals from landfills and factories can poison water. Garbage and sewage in water can cause germs to spread, making people, animals, and fish sick. Scientists say there is enough fresh water in the world for everyone, if we practice conservation, protecting water and using only what we need. Water belongs to everyone, so helping to take care of it is everyone's job. If we all help conserve and protect water, even helping in a small way, there will always be delicious water to drink, even if a dinosaur drank it first. The end.